Hello! Today we're going to learn how to set up proper production lines and make use of assembly machines to build useful products for us automatically. By the end of this episode, you won't need to manually craft the basic research packs ever again. Alright, in between episodes, I boosted up our iron production, that is, and unlocked steel processing, or I'm about to anyway. That'll let us make steel plates, steel chest, and a steel axe, which is great because I already used up my iron pickaxe. As you can see, this unlocks a ton of useful technologies, such as better furnaces, better armor, better electrical cables, which we're going to try to work through this episode. Engines, higher military tech, oil gathering, trains, and rocketry. So it's a pretty essential technology. Oh, and there we go. Let's see. Let's get these better furnaces next. Oh no, my cost science pack too. We're not quite there yet. Let's get something more basic in the meantime. Yeah, electronics are pretty good, and that also is a prerequisite for the better cables, because these little telephone poles have got to be replaced. As you can see, I'm making plenty of iron right now. Let me reconnect the copper here. You really don't need copper as much in this version of Factorio. Alright, to start off, you want to use a splitter. And you want to start taking some of the iron away from this line. What we're trying to make is science pack 1s, and as you can see, it requires copper plates and iron gears. Now we already have copper plates, now we just need to start making iron gears. And iron gears are really simple. All you need is iron. What you want to make is these assembly machines that we unlocked. Place them one away from the belts, just like the furnaces. Have inserters bring the iron to them, and you have to set the recipe. And now, just like furnaces will smelt the iron ore into iron plates, assembly machines such as this iron gear one will bring the iron plates and transform them into iron gears. As you can see, they need 2 iron plates per gear. And there's a lot of recipes that require gears anyway, so just having these built will allow you to construct those recipes faster than if you were building the gears on your own. As you can see, we need power. Can't wait till we replace these electrical lines. We'll also need a belt for these to come off of. I like to have 2 belts facing each other so they combine and it's not all going down one row, so it's a little bit more efficient. We're actually going to have the line be here instead. This way it follows the same line as these, and we can use the electric gears for producing other things, such as the red research packs. Sorry, my throat's a little sore today. See, now it's making the gears fine. Now we do the same thing, only this time we're going to draw off some of these iron gears and some of these copper plates. We're going to move out a little bit in case we want to produce more gears later on. The nice thing about this setup is you have plenty of room for expansion, so you could build more assembly complexes if you want or need them. We'll build this a little ways out here. We'll set this to creating the research packs. And now we need to get the gears and the copper plate over to it. Oh, this needs to be one more up. Nice thing about this game is you can just left click and remove everything and it doesn't even cost anything. Now we need to get those copper plates over to this belt. I might actually make some more transport belts. Now to do that, we're going to use the underground belt. And that's the reason we have two spaces in between here. So there's room for the splitter and room for this underground belt. Oh, it doesn't quite make it all the way. I'll have to use two. Seems a little bit wasteful, but it's worth it. And now we've got all the copper plates piling in. So we're going to need two inserters here. We're going to need the normal inserter and the long arm one to grab it from the other side of the belt. And then we're going to need... Oh, you know, actually I did this backwards. Excuse me, I'm used to the resources coming from the bottom and then going to the top. Have it backwards on this one. Always have the assembly lines on the same line, so you have plenty of room to expand the assembly lines further. There we go. I knew it was weird when I made these lines so long, too. I'll just grab these and it'll help me make stuff faster later. Alright, let's fix that. And these won't be joining the main line like the iron gears are, because you don't use the research packs to create anything. They're used just for science. What we'll do is have this loop around. We'll have our science start right here. We'll make a room for another row because that'll be the green science packs. What we're going to do is create more research labs. The more labs you have, the faster you research technology. Just going to pick this one up too. Let's make that steel pick. We need to set up a furnace here. Grab some of these plates. It's a bit tough with these cables to get everything looking nice. We'll be having better cables shortly though. Now we should be researching 5 times as fast. Now next up, we need to start making these green science packs. Here, let me stick some of these in here. And these require transport belts and inserters. So these are a lot more complicated to make than the normal science packs. Alright, let's get those better electricity lines. Alright, so to start off, we need to make some of these transport belts. As you see, it's pretty easy: iron plate and iron gears, both of which we produce. Stem this track a little bit. Going to be using these underground lines again. The automated track production is going to be nice because we use a lot of track anyway. Same goes for the inserters. But they made inserters a lot more complicated to produce in this version. Oh, we need some more of those long-handed ones. And I just hold F and you can pick up everything on the ground, in case you didn't know. Pretty useful when you have a belt set up like this. And I believe the track is used for other things too, so we're going to have the track continue on in a line as well. Look at that, that's nice. Alright, we need to make some electric circuits for the inserters. And to make electric circuits, we need copper cable, which we don't create yet. So we gotta get some assembly complexes making copper cable. I know, I'm a goddamn perfectionist with these buildings. Copper cable, really simple to make. We'll send that down the line too, because I'm sure it's used for something else. Alright, and now we need to make the electric circuits. And we're going to need some more splitters. Alright, we're going to need to draw the iron plates over here as well. You see it gets crowded in the middle of these rows. That's why we have so much space between them. And electronics are used for a ton of things, so we're gonna have that go down the line as well. And we don't need to make track anymore manually. We just pick it up here. Extend these all down. Alright, what else do we need? Okay. Alright, we need to make inserters. Oh yeah, that's a pain. We'll split it off this right side here. Well, actually, I changed my mind. We're going to split it off the left side. Because I don't think we need our own line of inserters. I guess it couldn't hurt. Never mind. It's probably used for other stuff too. Might have to go back and like change up your assembly lines to like weed out things that aren't being used much. So you don't want to be wasteful. Now the electronics are a bit complicated. We're gonna need 3 lines going in and 1 line going out. Oh shoot, actually these assembly machines are not good enough to make the inserters because they're more complicated. Alright, let me find the research we need for that. I'm just going to skip ahead and until I've got that research unlocked. Alright, I've got Automation 2 researching. It should be done shortly. I've also set up a furnace to just manually create some steel for now. We're going to need that for the better electrical cables, which I just unlocked here. Now, to give you some details about these cables, or the poles rather, as you see the small one is only 5x5 and can reach 8. While the medium one is 7x7 and can reach 9, which makes it great for just a solid replacement. All these poles I can replace with less medium poles, and they have a longer reach, so I don't have to like squeeze them in between machines like this. And these big electric poles, they're only 4x4, but they reach by 30, so I could put a pole over by this lamp and another pole over by this lamp, and they would reach each other. Very good for long distance electricity transportation. Alright, that got done pretty fast. Our next tech will be advanced material processing, and that will give us a furnace that's twice as good as our current furnaces. I need some more lights around here. That's better. Alright, let's build some of these better assembly machines. While those are building, we can set up the green research pack production over here because we only need the level 1s to make that, oddly enough. It's probably something they need to sort out. It's a little strange. Oh, these were the Tech 1s. That's strange. Oh, there's the Tech 2s. Let's see, what are we missing here? Oh, we haven't actually added anything yet. Alright, we need iron. And we need iron gears. If I measured that out right. Once again, making use of these underground tunnels here. Underground belts. Alright, everything should be set for that production. And we need to steal from that production a bit. And we might have to go further back than planned here. And adjust these over. And we need some more belts anyway. Now the assembly machine 2s are faster than the 1s, and you need the 1s to create the 2s. So you might as well replace all your Tech 1 assembly machines with the Tech 2s when you can. Just get everything going here. Actually, I'm going to make this a little bit more fancy. Research pack 2s. There we go. Now I just need to connect some underground belts. And I think that's everything. Uh-oh. Oh, screwed up over here. Oh no, we're good. We just didn't start grabbing these gears. We have to actually use a long-handed one to toss the stuff on the belts. Oh, I set it up wrong. Alright, took a little bit of work, but now we should have these green research packs rolling in. That will save us a ton of time because it takes a while to build these. I even have a lot of the prerequisite parts. As you can see, it still takes a while to build these, and when you're going to need hundreds of these, it's just going to be a waste of your time. Now that's all automated. It's going to save you a ton of time. And we'll just send these down, connected to this belt here. I'm not sure if these are actually making the inserters yet. What are they missing? Oh! We didn't put a grabber for the iron plates. And we're out of grabbers, of course. Inserters, whatever you want to call them. Man, we definitely have to redo all this electric wiring. I'll probably do that in between episodes. Replace them with the superior medium poles. See, it's a pain because their radius is so small, you have to build them everywhere. There we go. Now we should see some inserters coming out. Oh, belt's facing the wrong way. There we go. And that should be the only thing we're missing for making those research packs. Get some more light out here so you can see what I'm doing. Oh. Alright, this is taking too long to grab stuff. We need to grab this a steel pick. We need more iron. I think we have enough iron. Oh yeah, that's so much faster now. I don't know what I was doing without a pick. I'm crazy. I also made a submachine gun, so we can just toss that pistol in a random chest. I usually make a chest where I just store all the obsolete junk I don't need. Such as this pistol, and all these cable poles I'll replace, I'll put in there. Alright, now we've got our green research packs flowing. And we have tons of resources we can grab whenever we're trying to build something. These electronics are going to come in handy for a lot of the future stuff. Got some radar I'm going to place too. Alright, everything seems to be working out great. We might want to increase the green science pack production as well. See what we're short on here. Looks like we could use some more inserter production. Or, oh, inserters are being slowed down by the lack of iron gears. So maybe we actually need to make more iron gear production. And that will speed up the inserter production. and that will speed up the green science pack production. It's all about iteration in this game, making things bigger and better. Also going to replace all these furnaces with the superior steel furnaces and get some more mines. Alright, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching.